Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Frostpunk 2. We've just started with the new London site. Clearly it's expanded from the last time we were here in the original game. But we need to frost break to a shallow coal seam, construct an extraction district, sure we know how to do that, turn on the generator, and then construct new housing districts to address the lack of shelter. So let's start out with some frost breaking. It looks like we can only frost break out of these two canyons here. So what do we got down here? Materials. Frozen forest. So it's like... amount? 100 million? Is that what that says? Is that wood? Oh, we could frost break out this way too. What's the point of this then? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's sheltered from the wind. So that's where we should put our two new house districts. That makes a lot of sense. Where's the coal seam at then? Here? Yeah. Okay. Shallow coal seam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do we want to build our district? I think we would want to build the district like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I think that'll work. So let's get our people frostbreaking there. And then on top of that, we can go ahead and construct a housing district. And we will do so in the sheltered from the wind location. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Bam. And then another one over here. What else do we have? We have extraction, food, housing. That's what we had before. But we also have industrial, which processes materials into prefabs or goods. Okay, so we don't just have to find prefabs. We can make them if we choose. And then we also have a logistics district, which sends charting expeditions to the Frostland and transport resources between city and its colonies and outposts. Okay. Well, let's get the other... I thought maybe I could build in the center, but apparently not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. Perfect. All right, and let's let time be a rollin'. No fuel. The generator. The generator is the primary source of heat in a city. It requires fuel to function. Initially, your main source of fuel is coal, but later in the game you can research and discover different types of fuel, which vary in how much heat they provide. The generator uses as much available fuel as needed to fulfill heat demand in the city. If you have more than one type of fuel available, the most efficient one will be used first. The vertical indicator on the left shows how much heat demand is fulfilled in gray. The red part stands for unfulfilled demand. In the case of heat surplus, golden color will appear. Makes sense. I don't think we would want a lot of surplus heat, because that means we're misusing our resources, perhaps. You can also activate overdrive, which temporarily increases generator efficiency, but it also increases its wear. Be careful and turn overdrive off before the wear indicator fills up and causes a malfunction, which results in casualties. Okay, so the overdrive meter filling up doesn't immediately end the game like it did in the first game, where the generator explodes and then we all die. We don't want that to happen. It is cold. We would like to address that. We do have a negative food supply right now. So once we've finished frost breaking to the coal, we'll probably want to frost break. Well, we don't even actually need to frost break to some of these food supplies. Like these three and these three have already been accessed. There are 2 infinite fertile soils, it looks like. Not too far away, so maybe we'll want to break to those relatively soon. What are you? What is that symbol? It's not something I'm aware of. Old way station. Resource Frostland teams. Ruins of an old way station battered down during the whiteout years. We can restore it as a rear base for exploration efforts. That's kind of cool. I know what resource depots are. I was hoping you would tell me what the base was. Some resource deposits are located deeper and require... Oh! So it's the deep deposit that's the 10 million amount. But that is a good thing to have once we actually have access to it. Shallow iron vein, okay. So we will have to make do with the other food supplies until we have that technology, I assume. Our tension is notable. We have stalwarts. Oh, there's different factions in the city. We have Frostlanders, stalwarts, and New Londoners.
Stuart!
Through technological progress, New London will thrive. Progress for the glory of New London, merit for which is the strongest, reason for order, order for control. So maybe this is like the military reason for progress. Okay. And then what do you do?
Stuart!
Adaption is the only way to live. Expanding districts. Expand districts to increase their scale both in terms of size and capabilities. Expanded districts are more efficient and provide additional building slots. Select a district to open its panel and click on the expand button, and then select new tiles around the chosen district to start expansion. If there are not enough adjacent tiles to select, the district cannot be expanded. Okay, so pause real quick. We'll select this guy. Could we not expand anymore? Oh, we could expand up the hill. Interesting. Did we ice break to out here yet? We have. Okay. So let's construct. How are we doing on... What is this? Goods. Housing. We don't have enough housing? I thought that was the whole point of building these two districts out. Well, what the heck? Alright, maybe we do need to expand. 1, 2, 3. All that good? And then you can't expand out any further? Is that because this isn't frostbroken? Sure isn't. But maybe it would be good to frostbreak out this way just because then we could get access to these goods. Like that. Not against that. Okay. And then we can expand it out even further. And then, on top of that, let's get these oil districts going. Excuse me? What do you mean not enough tiles to finish district? I can't tile out this way? I'm very confused. Like, I know I'm expanding you out here. And this one wouldn't have enough tiles to build on, but... Or at least one of them wouldn't have enough tiles to build on. I don't quite understand why it won't let me build the extraction district. Like, could we not build here and then here, these two? Or does this tile not count for some reason? I'm not sure. That's confusing. We've already made our bed. We have to go forward with that one. And we can't frostbreak around the extraction district, or the future extraction district, because we started doing it over here. We have no cores, so we can't build automatons. We still have a couple days. Is this days? What is this? What is this timeline? Maybe? Got roads here. That's kind of cool. Woo, look at them go! Alright, we've expanded the housing. Not quite done with the frost breaking. Done. Okay. Come back over here, and then frost break some more, because apparently we need more space to get the heck out here. There. Call that good. If we don't address our cold problem soon, we're gonna have some health problems, I think. Tension is severe. Alright, the expansion of the district did not help all that much. Surprisingly. Frost break faster. There we go. Now you'll let me do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Now that does kind of seal our housing district into the base here, so we wouldn't be able to expand any further. Well, maybe we would. Hold on. What if I want to expand you even more? Not. Ah, but being near the extraction district increases squalor. Interesting. That wasn't in the tutorial. Let's watch and see. Like, when we finish this additional part of the district, does this drop by 5? It does. Okay. It's interesting that expansion. That's cool. Expansion only increases the capacity by 5, but it is half of what the district size is. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because, like, we need more housing still, right? Unless I'm not understanding exactly what they want me to do with housing. What about buildings? Research Institute? Where can I add that? Here? What do you do? Research speed is increased. Are we even researching anything? Do I have access to research? I don't think I do. I haven't gotten that tutorial yet. On how to research stuff. 8,000 people. Almost half of which is our workforce. That's pretty good. And fast forward a little bit. Look at this funny little caterpillar crawler thing. Oh, it disappeared. There was like a little caterpillar crawling around on the ground. All right, we've got heat, or we got fuel, right? How do I tell? Fire you up? Active? No, not my district. I want to turn on my generator. Ah, there it is. On. Good work, Stuart. We've secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We need to improve our mining to use it efficiently. But the city's communities are voicing different ideas on how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. We must choose a solution. Okay. Tension is severe now. Can I do that? Housing? Build a research institution. Okay. Should we build that over here? And then construct the newly researched building in the extraction district. Should we build the council hall too? Sure, why not? We'll jump the gun and build it early. Did you hear? The steward ordered us to set up a new extraction district in the canyon. Thanks, Lucian.
The steward appreciates all your adoring letters. And will answer personally in due time.
Thank you. Of course I'll answer all letters personally. Oh, there he is, the little automaton. Zooming along the road. Into the hub. Wonderful. I wonder what we use the steam cores for this time. Crime is absent. Cold should be decreasing. Growing. Diminishing. Okay. Oh, right. So cold is diminishing, which will in turn diminish disease once it's lower. How's the generator doing? Perfect. We're at the exact level of district we need, or level of heat we need to be at. Research Institute constructed. Huzzah. We've got multiple things going on. Stop yelling at me. I need to answer these things. Different ideas. Communities of New London. A small crowd gathers outside of the new Research Institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The stalwarts and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but Frostlanders would have us pursue a frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. Show me the options. Take me there. We need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. Okay, so we got a heating. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So what do we do here? How can we mine more coal? They want to do a dust coal mine where mining operation where residue coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make a maximum use of the resource. It increases 150 coal output, 400 workforce requirement. Disease does increase. That makes a lot of sense because you'll breathe the coal dust, and then it increases material demand, so 20 materials. So if we look at the stalwarts idea, which is blasting the coal mine, explosive drilling to rapidly exploit coal deposits generating noxious fumes, it increases squalor, less workforce, and it does produce more coal, but it requires more materials. And then what do we got? The stalwarts are also for blasting. And it tells you the percentage of the city. That's really neat. So it's about 57. It is 57% of the city that is for blasting, and then 43% of the city is for the dust brigade. I like that it takes less workforce, and then what we could do is we could use the extra workforce that isn't being used for coal mining could be getting the materials demand that we need. Costs the same and same amount of time. I think we go for New Londoners in the stalwarts position here. I think we try that one. I like the idea. Oh, there's still more stuff to talk to. The generator wakes and a child is born. The people gathering around your generator tower as it wakes with thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of our city, our last line of defense against the cold. Our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May. They ask that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. I should read that in a British accent. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. Sorry. People are hopeful there's a future for them after all. Well, that's a positive story. Aha! And we've had the first council session. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain and adhered to what they claim was his vision for New London. Progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners and the Frostlanders clash over survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. That's wild that 86% of the city does not have an opinion on the economy or society. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows. For now, dang anarchists. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. Open the session. Well, at least we sided with the side that's the majority of people, so they can't vote me out with a majority rules vote. This is a cool view. I dig it. We're gonna have an argument. The council. When you return to the council in the future, you will be able to propose new laws to vote upon, but for now a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful, if you fail, this will be the end of your rule. What if we lose immediately? Hold Alt left for the resource drawer. Oh, that's just like how things are going in the city. Click on a delegate to view their profile. Originally hailing from New London, these colonists of Frostland outposts tried to establish a permanent foothold beyond the city. The whiteout years destroyed that dream, but taught them the value of adaptation and grit. Attached to the city and its generator, the city's citizens of New London have stayed together through thick and thin. They value technology, which they credit for getting them through the Great Storm. Valid. Agreed. And then the stalwarts, disciples of the captain who introduce order as a core tenet of New London, strict controlling and devoted to the captain's memory. The generator and our technical ingenuity allowed us to power through and enable us to survive. I wonder if we had chosen the like religious sect, if they would be more aligned with the Frostlanders. That's really interesting. Oh, they actually have like actual people that you can look at. Abigail Hackett. She's a physician. They must be, oh, okay, so that you can propose laws, however, they must be voted in by the majority. In special cases, such as laws from the rule category, 2/3 majority is required to pass. And then there are different methods to affect how delegates vote for a specific law. You can utilize these methods after proposing a law. Okay. So the people are divided, 22 for, 13 against. Should the steward remain in power if this vote... it fails, the delegates will immediately remove you. What if we immediately lost? How do we negotiate? Teach me. Not all laws you propose will have widespread support. You can negotiate to have a better chance of a vote passing. After choosing a group to negotiate with, you can decide what to promise them in exchange for voting along with your proposal. That includes actions such as enacting a law they desire, building or destroying a building, or using an action towards a particular community or faction. Making a promise in negotiations will make all hesitant delegates in the chosen community vote for the proposed law. Additionally, some delegates who are against the law will also switch sides. The same logic applies if you want them to vote against the law. Factions are more monolithic and will not engage in negotiations about laws that are against their worldview. Gotcha. Okay. So who is... So the New Londoners are mostly hesitant but open to negotiation. The stalwarts are for me. And then the Frostlanders are also mostly hesitant but open to negotiate as well. I'm kind of thinking that most of our... Yeah, I was going to say, most of our votes for us are coming from... Oh, actually, it's evenly split between New London and Frostland, which is surprising considering what I just did. Who's against me? New Londoners and Frostlanders, but less Frostlanders, surprisingly. So maybe we try to negotiate with the New Londoners to get more people who are against me and on the fence to come to my side. Vote for... Should the steward remain in power? Yes, so we want this to pass. What would they like? Research the mechanized sawmill. Massive sawmill loading frozen wood directly into mulching machines that will separate useful materials from waste byproducts. Or research automated logistics bay, where machines manufacture expedition equipment on demand to minimize personnel and storage needs. That does seem useful. Or we enact the law city development effort. Everyone must support the production of prefabs to help the expansion of the city, which means the main district produces a small amount of prefabs. Okay, let's go back and then see what else we could do with the Frostlanders. So if you want to vote for me... Everyone must aid expeditions by helping them prepare for their journeys. Exploration time is slightly decreased. I actually think that's really helpful. I don't know how useful exploration is in this game, but I really liked exploration in the first Frostpunk. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Frostlanders here. We could use a community action on the stalwarts, publicly condemn them. I don't think I like that. I don't want to burn bridges with a certain faction. And then research survivalist headquarters, base of operations where staff officers subject hand-picked scouts to intensive drilling and oversee exploring expeditions. Exploration time is decreased and territory threat level is decreased. I don't even know what territory threat level is. Well, let's do this one. I like the idea of lowering our expedition time. And that will push 39 of 43 Frostlanders onto my side. Still four against me, but I think this will be enough to pass, right? Because how many is left? 48 is left, and we have 52-4. I think I am accepting of this law here. And then let's go for a vote. We only need a majority rules, I think. 52-4. And...
The votes...
Even better, 69-4.
passes.
Does that mean, like, 31 voted against me, or was it some people abstained? Can you abstain? I don't know. So now we need to pass expedition support.
Take note.
So don't cash checks your butt can't promise. Let's see here. Is it in the district? How do I get to that building? Council Hall? How do I pass laws? Idea tree. Okay, so we are researching. How do I... Council is in recess for 10 weeks. How do... Well, then how do I pass expedition support if I promise that to the guys? Excuse me. Oh, 39 weeks. Okay, I just had to unpause. I was just like, how am I supposed to pass a law if 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 they only give me 1 week to pass it? But we have more than that. Coal is diminishing. It is severe right now, but it should get better. We do need to get more housing, though. So, I think what we should do is blast... Or not blast. We should clear... Are you sheltered or no? I'm kind of thinking they're not sheltered there. Clear that out. And then I'd like to expand this district one more time. Like here, here, here. Or is this sheltered from the wind right here? Maybe it is. So we need to finish researching this building, and then we can go ahead and build the new building. And then we also have to pass the new law, but we can only pass that after the requisite time has passed. We should get working on getting more materials so we have a surplus. So that should be another district we get going over here. We have a bunch of these guys. What do you mean there's not enough tiles? Oh, so we'll have to icebreak around these two. It's just like the problem with this district over here. 48 registered as sick. It's because it's still cold. But it is diminishing. It's gone from severe to notable. So that's good. And tension is dropping, I think. Or maybe it's not. Notable cold, notable disease, but we fear running out of coal. Okay, so let's get these two under control. Oh, we're out of oil? Oh, it's because we expanded our city. Trust falls slightly, but production efficiency is increased. I'm okay with that. Our trust is actually pretty fine. We're at tolerated. It's the tension that we have to worry about. Man, the Frostpunk, the soundtrack of Frostpunk, another very great video game soundtrack. I love the first one. This one goes just as hard as the first one. I love the strings. All right. Oh, they've got something to say. Let's bulldoze around this district just to get us some flexibility in where we build stuff. Meanwhile, Abe Byron, 55, drill sergeant. Admiring the generator. It's good to have you back, old chap. It was a terrible fright having you switched off. You're more than just a heat source to us. To us, you're a symbol of what we should be. Unbending, unyielding fortitude. May we all stand bold against the frost. The generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. Makes sense. It's almost like a deity. Cold is minor. We've hit stable. And disease is minor too. Aha! The tension has gone down. Good. We shouldn't expand our districts any further until we can get that coal mine building online. New laws available? What do we got? Was it the city? The community service. Expedition support. Heat pipe watch. Heat demand is decreased. That would be kind of useful. Service exemptions. Heat stamps income per capita. What? We should definitely do this one. Or sorry, this one. We already have 43 for and 35 against. So let's go ahead and propose this. This is interesting. It's kind of got like a knock-on effect as far as like we negotiated for the passage of our last vote, but this time it's like, well, now do we negotiate again to guarantee this passes too? So what do we got? We got who's voting for what? Obviously 43 Frostlanders. The stalwarts are not for it, which kind of makes sense. They're like, don't leave the city. So we needed to negotiate with the New Londoners. They're mostly against, though, which means I think if we didn't negotiate, this would most likely fail. So let's go talk to the New Londoners. Please vote for this, and what do you want? Ventilation tower. Structure that uses high-powered mechanical fans to disperse foul air outside the city. Increases heat demand, though, and squalor is decreased. Unlocks the rapid filtration district ability, which decreases squalor but results in injuries. Or the mechanized sawmill. This one seems useful because we do have stuff that is increasing squalor. So why don't we go for that one? And then maybe that'll be our next research opportunity. Zeitgeist. You can monitor the zeitgeist of your city in the bottom left corner of the screen. Zeitgeist means spirit of the time and describes the direction of your city on 3 axes: technology, economy, and society. The laws you pass, buildings you build, and choices you make, they all impact the zeitgeist. At the time, your communities have natural tendency to favor some solutions over others. Your relations with them will change based on how their views are aligned in the current zeitgeist. The more you develop the city in the direction they support, the more positively affects your relations. To see what a given community or faction supports, click on their image at the bottom of the screen. Sure. Be lookout for dissent which can tear a city apart. Well, I think we have the votes we need. We just need to build a building. So let's go ahead and vote.
Hear ye, hear ye.
77-4.
Ayes have it.
Was even better than the vote to keep me in power vote. The Frostlanders are delighted that you kept your word. They look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Relations with the Frostlanders improve and trust rises. That's pretty good. 3 cheers to our scouts and their new helpers. This means us. Okay. Oh, so how do we scout? Are you going to teach me that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I don't know what I'm doing with the scouts. If I'm sent out there, I'll return as a frozen body. Well, we won't send you out there, Regina. You can fiddle with the pipes or something. I already heard from you. Or this is a different Regina. Anyway. Assigned research increases relations. Okay. So we need to get... Where was the other building? Worker shifts? No, not weather adjusted shifts. Is it this one? I'm confused. Where's the one that I promised to people? Oh, here it is. Ah, that's the symbol you're looking for. I kept seeing this blinky symbol up here, and for some reason it was confusing my brain. So we need to get filtration towers going. Moss filtration. No one shares this idea. But the ventilation tower. Okay, so go ahead and research the ventilation tower, please. And then we should construct the new building here. Blasting coal mine. Blam. I'm sure this won't make people unhappy. The steward promised them some nonsense. I don't know why I find that so funny. Did you hear about this new blasting coal mine? It's crazy. Can we get all the way out here? It's like a canyon down in there. I wonder if there's goodies down below. Oh, we should build our extraction district. I got distracted from that All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a good district, I think. Oh, you know what we should do? Can we push this further away? So it's like out here now. Kind of like that. I think it's further from the homes, so maybe it won't cause as much squalor. I don't know. Maybe that's not a thing. All right, so we got our building under construction. Let's go ahead and fast forward this before I end the episode here. Get this building built. There we go. All right, a lack of common rules among our people can lead to trouble, but as the council debates the future of the city, all are concerned about the day our last coal deposits run out. We must explore Frostland for more sources of fuel, or else the city will have no future at all. Build a logistics district on an old way station. Out here? Oh, out here. And then find a permanent source of fuel outside the city. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, let's pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Frostpunk 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.